And they do the same thing at my barber shop. We used to do the same thing with my brother Twin, who listens, big ups to Twin. We do the same thing. But some of those people were jealous of Twin. Some of those people were jealous of rap. So now you got a little courage in you. And now you start speaking about things that you've been feeling for a while. Then it's an altercation. See, these are the things that I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Look, 90% of my friends are marijuana users. So I've never had these things, these issues, but you can't tell me some of these random acts of violence aren't induced by this marijuana, this liquor, mixed with a little jealousy, because the jealousy is the greatest drug. A lot of people never kick it either. You can be jealous of somebody in the United States of America and be in front of them. I know of a person, personally know of a person who is jealous of a person who they swear to God they're better than. They will stand in front of the Creator Himself and say they're better than this person. But that person they have a better financial situation, they have a better academic situation, and they have a better history than this person. But this person has charisma and class, and that's something you just can't buy. But that person is jealous. On paper, this person is better, but spiritually and their mental makeup and everything that you're supposed to be better than somebody in, the person with on paper with less is winning, and they're jealous. So when you add alcohol to a situation like that, then you have these random acts of violence. In my personal opinion, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not an Indian chief, I'm not any of that. I'm just taking my 49 years of life experience and put it into the universe. So hopefully it will enhance someone's life. We have to get away from this judgmental thing. I'm judging you because I don't understand you. I don't understand your plight. Just because you used to be addicted to a substance, just because you used to be a part of a street organization, just because you come from a lower income situation, just because you're on paper academically inferior, because intelligence has nothing to do with your grades. You can have all the information in the world and speak as if you're the smartest guy in the world. But what do you do? Intelligence is the practical application of that information. You can know how to fix a car, but if you never fix it, what good is it doing you to know how to fix these things? It's a waste of time. So stop. We got to get away from this judgmental thing. Accept DJ Chuck for DJ Chuck. Accept Big P for Big P. Accept RC for RC. And as I've told you before on the other shows, God don't make no blanks. So no matter what you're good at, the dude who you are looking down at, the dude or the lady who you're looking down at, or the child you're looking down at, they are good at something. So as a community, I beg of us to start using our ability to get along and to enhance those abilities to get along and uplift, to enhance our brothers. Because guess what? I'm not a politician. I'm horrible at interpersonal communication. I'm horrible at it. I have a real problem when it comes with politicking, as they say. I can't do it. But you know what? I have friends who communicate well. So it has been times when people go, I can't stand rap. And my friends will go, no, he's a good dude. You need to just slow down and listen to him. And then you'll get a better understanding. Because, if you ask me a question, I'm going to tell you. You might not like the way it's delivered, but you can always walk around away with saying, he told you the truth. He told me the truth. And I'm going to work on that. But instead of judging me and potentially hating me, understand I'm a brutally honest person. I'm not disrespectful. I will never disrespect you. This is one thing I can say in my 49 years of living. There is not one person that's walking the earth that can say He woke up one day and attempted to disrespect me. Now, I have disrespected people. I've said and done some disrespectful things, but the intention was not that. It's just the way things happen. I don't purposely disrespect anybody because I respect all human life. I don't have to, like I told you at the top of the show, I don't have to agree with anything you say or do. What I would like to do is understand. I said, anybody who knows me, I've told them, you can help me understand the way you feel. I don't have to agree with you. You can think 2 plus 2 is 3. I'm going to go. Please explain. And if you mess around and say, so you get it, I'm going to say, I think you're crazy as hell, but I understand your thinking. And then that's usually when the problem occurs. Like, how the hell am I crazy? And then that's when it goes forward. That's when it goes left or right. I'm left-handed. It goes right. But we have to get out of that mentality of I'm better than you. I'm right. You're wrong. I'm up. You're down. Just accept people, man. Accept people. If they're not hurting themselves or the people around them or you, accept them. It's okay. You know, it's okay to like New York pizza. It's okay to like Chicago pizza. It's okay to like down south. It's okay to like out west. It's okay to like Canada, Mexico. It's okay to like whatever you like. But you know what? It's also okay to accept people that don't like and do the things you do. To me, if we get to that point, we'll be in a better place in society. We really will be. We really will be. Another thing, like I said, this is the part of the conversation where I think I'm going to make some people uncomfortable. And if I offend you, shout out to my homegirl, Girly Girl, and her husband, Mandela Young. I'm going to use her saying, charge it to my head, not my heart. I am a guy who loves history. And in order for us to get ourselves back to the places that we used to be, our rightful place on earth, a respected, educated, well-rounded community, we're going to have to pull in the drawstrings. And the good people from our community are going to have to lock arms. And again, I'm open to the discussion. I don't have a problem with disagreeing. But we're going to have to pull away from the rest of America. A lot of us are familiar with the story of Black Wall Street, but most of us are not familiar with Peoria, Illinois, that was doing the same thing. Liberty City, Florida, which is right next to Miami, doing the same thing. Chubb County and Georgia, who's doing the same thing. Nicholas Chubb is the great-great-grandson of a dude who created a town. I don't know all the towns throughout the United States of America, but the point is, there are thriving sections of town, and there were thriving cities that were inhabited by people that look like me and you. If you really want to know what most of those cities are, look at where the freeways and the interstates are. And I can guarantee you, if you go back 60 years, there was a thriving Black community right there. You don't agree with me? Look at Liberty City. Look in Chicago. Look up what a Dan Ryan interstate is, or 9094 interstate. If you go out to Los Angeles and look at the 405 freeway, I guarantee you, when you get to the 405 freeway, historically, ask your aunts, uncles, grandparents, ask them, am I lying? And guess what? I've never been to LA, but I know the 405 stops right. Like, I know gang culture in Los Angeles because I do a lot of reading and watching documentaries. And my man D-Grade is in here, and Nunu says the 110 is what she is. They call it the east side and the west side. If you remove that freeway, I guarantee you there's a thriving community of our people right in the center there. It used to be called Bronzeville here in Chicago. The Dan Ryan of 94 freeway, the 94 freeway, is right in the middle of that. So this is what we have to do. We have to recreate the Bronzevilles of the world. We have to recreate whatever the 405 was. We have to recreate the Liberty Cities of the world, whatever was called in Bureau where my grandfather, Richard Pollard, is from. You know, we have to recreate those communities. I'm not asking anyone to hate anyone. I'm not asking anyone to shun anyone. What I am asking you to do is love the people who look like you. See, last week I touched on Harvey, Illinois. Harvey, Illinois is a damn wasteland at this point. You can go blocks and blocks, and all you see is dilapidated homes, vacant lots, businesses that are caved in, apartment complexes where the ceilings are falling in on these buildings, and then you see 1 or 2 houses. Seeing how those areas right here, like Gary, Indiana, East St. Louis, Illinois, this is just right here in the Midwest that I can reach out and touch. 4 hours away from East St. Louis, 4-5 hours, they don't have value to drive. 30 miles away from Gary, Indiana, right next door to us. Hell, 15 minutes, you 15 minutes, well, 20 minutes away from Harvey, because Harvey ain't but 10 minutes away from Gary. But if we start migrating to these areas, and as I mentioned last week, stop looking for an area that's built up already, because then the people who are there are able to tax us for the property and the places to live. But if you go to something like they do it in our hoods, quote unquote, all the time. West side of Chicago used to be a rat hole. Now I see people that's not from my community on the west side all the time. And for y'all that don't know or don't understand, the west side of Chicago is historically the most dangerous part of Chicago. That's how you can tell when you watch the news, as I mentioned to the brother Cool Sale Wednesday. That's how you know who on the news know what the hell they talking about when they start talking about the south side is crazy. The people on the south side think the west side people crazy. People on the west side return the faith, but that's a whole other conversation. But up until 2008, this is what happened. Let me show you something. Early 2000s, rich folks started buying up the west side of Chicago. They built that goddamn United Center. They displaced a lot of people. They took people out of their homes and set one of the biggest and most expensive buildings in the city right in the middle of the projects. Right? And they were slowly migrating into the west side. Crash 2008 ended all that because the money dried up and the brothers and sisters on the west side were able to keep their homes and not get their homes taken from them and displaced. The same thing on the south side when they rebuilt what is called New Guaranteed Rate Field. It's Comiskey Park, where the White Sox play. They just take your home from you and remove you, and hey, sucks to be you, and it's time to go. As our ranger said, it burned some out. The neighborhood that my mom, my dad, my aunts, my uncles, and my cousins were born into, right, just south of what is the United Center. They call it Little Village now. It's just north of what is called Pilsen, between Western Avenue and Halsted Avenue, or Halsted Street. That little area used to be heavily populated by people that looked like me. Well, my grandmother, my great-grandmother, my grandmother, my great-grandma, my grandfather owned several properties in this area. Guess what it is now? A parking lot for a Costco. Where my grandmother stayed and my other aunts on my dad's side, the Williams family. Not that I'm not proud to be a Pollard or a Whitmore, but never mind. The Williams part of my family. It's a damn FBI crime lab. The Harper part of my family, there's a crime lab where the Williams people are. And the Harper part of my family, it's a goddamn FBI headquarters. You know, that's what's going on. So when you're looking at these things, you're getting